Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. Thanks for being with me. I've been meditating on your energy for the end of January and for February. I'm so excited to be here with you and to dive into everything that I was feeling for you. I did the last Taurus reading around mid-December. I believe it was the first reading that I did. And so I really wanted to start with you for February because it's been a while, right? There's a lot that came to me. I felt your sacral, your feminine, sexual, grounded energy that you normally have felt a little bit all over the place and not as grounded as you normally are. I felt like you were hanging on to a lot of chaos that's around you, like you're tapping into the chaos in the world, the energies that are at play, some of the catastrophes and the things that are going on. I felt like you were connecting with that vibration and that it's really bringing you down. So there's a real need for you to raise your vibration. And there's also a lot of wounds that you're healing right now. And you've come such a long way. You've healed so much and you've evolved so much that it seems kind of strange that you're in this muddy water at this point after everything that you've gone through, everything that you've crossed, all the success that you've had, everything that you've built. It feels uncomfortable to be in this space again, but rest assured that it's not the same as before. This is the next step of your soul's evolution. So don't be afraid and remember, remember what you bring to this, right? When you surrender into your healing, you really allow for that transformation to take you. There was a lot that came through about trust and kind of dropping out of the analytical mode and allowing yourself to be free and to be happy in the moment, right? There's like a lot of sort of mental activity of like needing to figure things out and needing to understand why this is this way, why things are that way. It's like a need for answers, and it's kind of the opposite energies that are at play for you right now. So it's going to be so much, it's going to feel so much better for you to surrender into the moment and extract as much as you can from the everyday to tap into your heart and be at peace and in gratitude about today, about this moment, about the little things, right? And not having to know where everything is going, right? There was this energy of maybe there's this comparison, these like external pressures that they're not actually real. People are not actually looking at you through that lens, but it's a bit of an insecurity. It's a bit of you being used to climbing through comparison. So when you compare yourself to someone else, something that you would like to have, instead of looking at how far you've come or everything that you've built or how much you've evolved and all the transitions that you've been through and how you've blossomed into this beautiful flower, instead of appreciating those things, it's like you start to look at what other people are doing, what they have, and then sort of picking out the things that they are doing and have that you don't, instead of being like in awe and appreciation of what you do have, right? So that comparison makes you believe that you're missing something, or that people might be wondering like the same thing as you, like, why haven't you gotten from this point to this other point where you want to go? But no one is actually thinking that about you. You're very admired. I felt there's a reverence, there's a beauty, and there's this maternal, nurturing, divine mother energy that you bring. And that's what people need from you. It's not there's a need for you to like let go of wanting to know all the answers. When people say to you, so what's next in your life, get into the habit of saying, I don't know. And that's where the magic is. Okay, so there was a lot of that came through for you. I saw you, it was like your eyes were shifting, like in and out of focus. It was like you see where you want to go, and then suddenly it's blurry or far away. And then again, it shifts back into focus. You see where you want to go, and then it's blurry. And it was this back and forth. And it's very normal for you to feel that way right now, because it's in a process of developing, and it's in a process of the divine timing is going to unveil so much to you in the coming weeks, in the coming months. So for you to try to hone in on that vision right now is only making you more frustrated about where you are. So definitely let go of where you think you're headed, because there's a lot that's still going to unfold and be shown to you that's going to be beautiful. There's a lot that spirit is lining up for you as well that you can't see right now, and that's why things feel a little bit blurry and out of focus. And then I saw you walking through this door, and it was like you were slowly turning the knob, and then when you open the door, it's like you were looking down and you just saw black, like darkness, and you were so afraid to walk through because you were afraid you were going to fall. And the message behind that is really about letting go of the barriers that the mind creates when it's not in alignment with the heart. So there's a real need for you to balance that energy and to open up your heart space. And the way that you're being called to open your heart space during this time is actually through sound healing, through sound baths, through music, and actually through your voice. There's a lot of healing that you can do for yourself and for others through your voice, through you speaking. And that communication is actually one of the reasons why your creative and emotional energy in the sacral is feeling blocked. It's because you need to come out with what it is that you've been needing to say. It's like there's something that needs to be communicated by you, perhaps about who you are, perhaps about your needs, about what you want, and you haven't honored that yet because you've been trying to like make sense of everything around you and sort of move slowly to see kind of where you fit in everything. So you're really being called right now to speak your truth, because it's not only going to heal you, but it's going to help others as well. There's a message for you to pick up a pen and start to write your story, start to write your life story. And it's going to open up certain channels, and it's going to allow you to step into a more multi-dimensional life and allow you to access timelines and realms by tapping into your heart space and writing out what you've been through and how you've healed. And there's something in that it might not be clear right now why spirit is wanting you to do that, but it will come full circle later. So if I were you, I would pick up that pen. Yeah, there's a real need for you to like communicate and heal something with communication right now. But it's very connected. It's not just throat chakra, it's like more connected to the divine feminine, to the emotional and sort of sexual energies where the divine mother lives in our sacral, right? That sort of life force energy begins at the base. And normally Taurus, is so earthy and sexual, right? So normally there's like the higher vibrations that are needed. But when I was meditating on your energy, I saw the red and the orange. And so there's a need for you to ground your energies and to actually flow in the storm that's happening on the planet. I saw you very affected by world events and the energy in the world and trying to find your place in all of that as well. So, yeah. And so, in terms of the sound therapy, sound healing that came through, there's also instruments that you can play that can help you, like rattles and drums. And there's definitely some energy that needs to be moved in that way through you creating sound and through writing. Okay. So I'm going to start. Oh, there is one more thing before I start with the tarot. Um, and this actually came out also in the collective reading for January that I did, but it came out for you very strongly that there's a need for you to forgive yourself and forgive others. And for some of you in the past, you might have used your communication, your power of words to maybe get what you want in a certain way. And there's a need for you to heal that, right? And to make peace with it and to use your words through soft power, through vulnerability, through grace, through how you speak about yourself and others. That's going to really change the energy around you and help to lift your vibration, because I saw this storm and you were standing under the lightning and the rain and the heavy winds, but your dress was sort of touching the ground and it was kind of like muddy at the bottom, but it was just flowing and flowing. And so it's your earth nature, right? Like the empress energy. It's your natural earthiness that's required of you at this time to ground, but also to be that shining leader for others. Okay, it's for you to step into your healing abilities, and if you're already doing that, to find more and different and explore other modalities that help to heal you. And there's a connection to that and what you're going to write about. So there's something very beautiful there. But definitely forgive self for perhaps the misuse of your words, and forgive others as well for triggering you to go there, because it's really a learning for you to master self and to master the way that you communicate and know that your words are so powerful, and it's like creating spells, right? What you say is what will be. So there's a need for you to shift into a much more loving and positive way of speaking. Definitely still be in your truth, but you can come from love, right? Okay, so those are the messages, the general messages for you for the end of January and then for February as well. So I'm just going to start pulling some tarot. There's also a need to balance it's like the heart and the mind and the body. It's like about you maybe detoxing, working out, like kind of becoming healthy for now, because it's going to be really good for you to release these energies. There was a lot of purifying and purging. You're healing a lot. Yeah. So there's a real need for you to basically take authority, take ownership, take mastery of yourself. Emperor and Hermit. There's a lot of Hermit energy right now. It's been coming out in most of the readings that I'm doing. It's, it's about self-reflection. It's about healing. It's about taking time for self. But with the Emperor, there's also this need for you to master what that means and to heal the part of you that wants to figure out and sort of strategize everything. There needs to be like a real opening of the heart, and for you to step into the unknown. Okay, it's like you walking through that door and not looking down to see what's there. It's about just jumping, right? But where you're jumping right now, it's not like this new career, this new opportunity, not just yet. All of that's being lined up. Right now, this is about you jumping into your heart, into your emotions, into your creative energy. Use your hands to make things, right? Like very simple things, and enjoying every single day and maximizing every single day and extracting from every single day the beauty of being alive, right? This is going to train you to come from that place in anything that you do. It's going to create long-term ripple effects into all the beautiful things that are coming into your life. But before that happens, Spirit wants you to understand being a master of how you speak and what you say and what vibration you're bringing onto the planet, right? There's a need to step into that power in a certain way before you take off, okay? Oh, let me grab one more. Yeah. Okay. Beautiful. You got the Devil reversed. So you are coming out of this way that you've been thinking about yourself, the way you've been thinking about other people, the way you've been communicating as well. All of the things that have been limiting you and holding you back, obsessions, even, maybe the type of power you had, maybe manipulating, to get your needs met, as opposed to just saying what your needs are and knowing that you deserve that because you love yourself, right? So just like a different approach, right? A different way of doing things, coming more from the heart and less from the brain, right? For this time period. It doesn't mean you're going to give up your brain. Okay, we all need that on this planet. But it's about aligning your brain to your heart. It's not about separation. It's about coming into unity. And if some of you have had some type of a breakup or a falling out with someone, you will hear from them again, okay? Okay. So Spirit is working on your patience with abundance, your patience with calling in what you know that is rightfully yours. And to come from that patience is why you need the grounding. It's very much, you know, the Empress energy of understanding when things have been planted and it takes time to bring them into fruition. And during that time, there's a lot that's developing in you, and there's a lot that you're releasing as well. But things are moving in that area. It's just been more behind the scenes, okay? Nine of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. So clarifying the Hermit, you have the Seven of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles, a lot of Earth energy, a lot of creation energy, a lot of, you know, material abundance. But also it is about your need to balance your lower chakras, like that ground to the earth, which normally is not something that Taurus needs. So it's interesting. It's like you've gotten really caught up in your thoughts lately. Like it's like you're in this, like, I don't want to say tornado, but it's like a whirlpool. Like I kept seeing this thing spinning and I was feeling like sucked into it. And it's just a lot of mental activity. And I think it's just a buildup. It's just a buildup of you not expressing yourself in the right way, and things just, you know, just heightened energy. So definitely ground. But the Seven of Pentacles with the Hermit is about you, what I've been talking about you gaining the experience of self-mastery, of waiting things out and allowing time to let things unfold, not being impatient, going within and healing. It's about you gaining experience in the healing process. Like we never get to a point where we stop healing, right? We're always in that. And so it's like you're going through all of this because of the healing that you need to do, but also because you're going to help others who are walking a very similar path. Okay, so yeah, clarifying the Fool card, you got the Six of Cups. This is what I've been talking about in terms of just not being afraid to jump into your emotions and jump into your feelings and sort of drop out of, you know, the logic of things, and not being afraid because it's going to be so healing. And it's going to allow you to sit comfortably in the moment without anxiety, without racing thoughts, without comparison to what others have. There's a real shift happening of you letting go of, you know, a sort of default mechanism that you've had for a long time. And normally it's like you make yourself busy, you stay busy, and you move fast. And that sort of allows you to get out of the racing thoughts, and like it's like you put yourself into action mode, but you're being called to really sit still and find that stillness and really open your heart, because that's the energy that's going to calm you. Doing things is not going to calm you right now. It's not going to ground you. It's like your usual way of coping is not really working, but for a good reason, because you're tapping into a whole different part of you that's going to be so powerful. Okay, let's see what we got for the Devil. Okay. This way of being, right? This Four of Cups. This aspect of you that has been not communicating from a place of love. It's because you're not emotionally fulfilled right now. It's like there's a stagnation in what you want, like what you're doing. It's not fulfilling anymore. And that is totally okay. Like when we get to that point of that emotional stagnation, it is such a good thing, because it's literally that step before realizing finding the thing that's going to fulfill you, right? So if you didn't feel this, you wouldn't be, a few weeks or a few months from now, like jumping into something that really satisfies you. Okay. And Three of Wands, you're going to step out of this box through your speaking, through your loving honesty, through expressing your needs. You're going to move that creation energy through you and step out of the box. And you're going to look at things from such a different perspective. And you're going to get that racing feeling of like, I'm ready to go for it. Like, I'm ready to do this. And you're going to step into your Queen of Wands energy. And some of you have, this Queen of Wands energy is like so mothering and nurturing and passionate, and she creates whatever she wants, right? And she's like living a passion-led life, right? It's like there has to be feeling behind everything that she does. There's no way that she's going to be Four of Cups like this, right? But also there might be someone that's going to come in to the picture once you've gone through this healing, who's going to help you shift that perspective and help you see things from a different angle. That's for some of you. So let me see. So you got the Sea Serpent card, which is a beautiful spirit card. This is Kundalini energy, right? The base and sacral chakra, what we've been talking about. But this is also for you to know that as you learn to express your true nature, who you really are, and how you want to communicate that and how you want to speak that into existence, that you're not judged and that you are protected, and that the Divine Mother loves you unconditionally. Okay? So feel safe in that space as you traverse these muddy waters and step into your healing of this next phase of who you are. Okay? And you got Horse, which is one of the most beautiful earth cards that you can get. So there's more of that earth energy calling you, right? The horse, as we know, signifies freedom, expansive energy, momentum, force. So there is a need for you to free yourself, but it's from yourself. It's from limiting beliefs, okay? That somehow it's not okay for you to be who you are. And it's time for you to love yourself fully, forgive yourself for anything that you feel that you've done, but start to walk the path of truthful, honest communication, loving communication, okay? Yeah. When the horse is out of balance, it feels weak, it runs away, right? So to bring it into balance, you need strength training. And that's what's happening right now in this time, okay? Okay, I want to pull some Oh, actually, I want to pull some sacred symbols. This is a beautiful time, Taurus. It's going to be like an unleashing of who you really are and what you bring. Spirit, give me a sacred symbol for Taurus. Yep. Yes, exactly. Confirmation. You got veiled and new life. So veiled is when there are things that are going to come to light shortly. So that's why Spirit was saying, when people ask you like, what's next, just say, I don't know. Because there are things that are being worked on for you in your favor in the background, and you don't know what those are yet. And don't try to figure them out, because it's going to take away the magic. Remember, you're here to experience magic and to celebrate and to be happy every day and to fill your heart. Okay? And you're going to be starting a new life very, very soon. That's what's on the other side of this. Spirit, give me one more sacred symbol card for Taurus. What do they need the most throughout February? Power. We were talking about soft power versus hard power, right? So it's about you tapping into a different kind of power, a heart-led power, right? That's so beautiful. Wow. I just noticed this. This is the Isis crown. This is you saying, I'm worthy. I am powerful. It's about like not playing small. It's about you taking your place. And I think that's probably why your communication may have been off and you need this grounding, because when you play small, it's like you start to bottle up your energy and it starts to get stagnant in different areas. And that's why you've been sort of up here, right? Mostly in the trying to figure out things and try to figure out where you're going, because it feels like you haven't stepped into who you are. But that's what's happening right now. It's about like you having permission to show your strength, right? It's no service for you or for the world for you to hide your gifts any longer. Okay? And this music healing, sound healing, voice healing, all of this is going to help you to get your freedom, back. Yeah. This is about the feminine and masculine power, the equality of it within you. Okay. I want to pull, since you need some grounding energy, I want to pull from my Whispering Woods deck just to give you something more to take with you. Joy. That's right. Thank you for the confirmation. Spread seeds of joy like a wildflower, and no doubt you will revel in the result. Yes. Remember extracting the joy from every day and trusting that everything that you want is being prepared for you in the background. There's no need for you to think about it or figure it out. This is about you healing and raising your vibration and grounding at the same time. Yeah. This is caution. This is about you treading slowly, right? This is about you taking the time to heal. Because if you move forward in this energy, you don't want to create chaos, right? You don't want to continue in, you know, these cycle in creating these cycles for yourself, right? You want to break free from them. So really take this time to heal. Yeah, your uncertainty will lift. Okay. This is about the shades of gray within the fog, which is how I saw you, right? Standing under the storm with, you know, your beautiful gown flowing, and you know that's your feminine earthly mother energy in uncertainty, but it will lift, okay? And Spirit says, unfurl like a fern, even without warm sunlight, because you are going to get the opportunities that you want. Okay, Taurus, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and this beautiful energy that might feel chaotic is all about you stepping into this next level of yourself, which is not really about you tweaking or fine-tuning who you are. It's actually about you being honest about who you are and putting that out there and picking up the pen and writing your story, because it's going to help you to have the permission and the confidence to not play small anymore. Okay? I love you.